Hi there, I'm Justin Pritchard for Driving.ca, and in this video, we're comparing the interior styling, space, features, and functionality of two new for 2020 compact crossovers, the Hyundai Venue and the Kia Soul. So these are fresh and new for model year 2020, and they amount to two compelling compact crossover choices for shoppers to consider as their collective gaze shifts from small cars to small utility. Machines like these are big business these days, and more options will be hitting the market soon. Currently, Venue and Soul stack up as two compelling choices for you to consider. And next, we'll take a look at some key points on each relating to their interiors, features, and functionality. We'll also touch on a few additional models that you'll want to consider for your money as well. We'll start with infotainment, and Soul and Venue both share an excellent infotainment system. Common to both, easy reading graphics, a responsive touch sensor, and logical menu structures make it a cinch to find the function or feature that you're after. If you find yourself lost deep within several sub-menus, it's just a simple tap of the always displayed home button and you're back on the main screen. And that means that the systems are easy to navigate without much frustration. And just plug in your compatible phone and Apple CarPlay or Android Auto come to life after a few one-time on-screen prompts. Then it's easy voice-commanded access to hundreds of useful functions using your handset's native voice command language and on-screen interfaces for selected functions. Got this voice command button. What's the weather forecast for Sudbury today?
In Sudbury today, it'll be cloudy with a forecasted high of 8 and a low of -4 degrees Celsius.
Notably, JD Power and Associates say that Hyundai and Kia infotainment systems lead the pack in terms of the lowest number of reported complaints from new owners. Even the least tech-savvy among us will have these systems sorted out for easy use in just a few minutes. Elsewhere, shoppers should find both machines easy to board and exit in most regards. Both are entered by simply sliding sideways and plopping downwards slightly into your seat with minimal effort. Both offer a slightly elevated driving position. Think sitting in a small, tall car and you're in the right ballpark. Both machines also have tall roofs and windshields, and that helps maximize headroom and a feeling of roominess around your cranium if you're sitting up front. Despite riding the same platform, Venue and Soul boast unique dimensions. The Venue is shorter, narrower, and lower than the Soul, and interior volume is not as big. A longer wheelbase helps give Soul a smoother ride and additional room in the rear seats. I'm 5'10" and about 200 pounds, and in the Soul I could sit behind myself with more than sufficient leg and knee room, and with relatively easy entry and exit through the rear door. The Venue is a bit trickier to get in and out of if you're sitting in back. The shape of that rear door opening means that adults may catch their thigh on the door opening on their way in, and once seated, rear seat space in the Venue is adequate for adults, but little more. Not surprisingly, the larger Soul offers up more cargo space. Note that both machines do have a notable lip or ledge at the rear of their cargo openings, with the cargo floor sitting somewhat lower. This might complicate jump-in entry for the family canine. All said, if you'll frequently travel with 3 other adults or figure your family needs some extra room to grow, the Soul is going to be your best choice. Venue's interior seems built more to a price point, and that's probably to give shoppers a hearty selection of features for their dollar. In Venue, it's old-school Hyundai controls and interfaces common throughout. The plastics feel fairly low budget if you go tapping or touching them, and on close inspection, you'll see a few cost-cutting measures like exposed screw covers. Still, with a playful use of color and accenting, Venue's cabin dialed up the visual wattage with neon green on the dash and seat patterning in MyTester, and there's a solid use of contrasting textures and colors to help this affordable interior look that little bit more punchy. Ultimately, the Venue's interior is more sparse by comparison, though it is considerably less expensive as equipped for this video. By the way, my mid-grade Venue trend clocked in around $23,500 Canadian dollars, while my Soul GT Line Limited came in at the better part of $30,000. The Soul's award-winning design heritage is on full display. For the higher cost, you're getting an interior with richer materials, more modern controls and displays, and no shortage of unique styling touches like textured door panel inserts, metallic trim, and a leather and aluminum accented steering wheel, complete with special badging. The Soul's climate controls and instrument set and steering wheel all look more modern and more fresh. That flat-bottomed steering wheel is a racy touch, though the engine is not. Ultimately, the Venue has little to complain about relative to the price point, while the Soul flaunts a more European-inspired execution that helps the interior fully support the asking price of a top-line unit. If you're shopping for a Venue or Soul, I'd recommend considering 3 additional models as well. First, the Nissan Kicks. It rides better than the Venue and has a larger and more useful cargo hold with plenty of room for even taller items, and you can get a Bose stereo system and the around view parking monitor too. Second, the Honda HR-V. This would be my pick as a dog owner, mainly for the flexible rear seating that flips up and out of the way, enabling this walk-in canine lounge for my boy Ghost. Seats flip down too if you need it. It's very flexible because of that seating system, and also has the best highway ride in this video, and can be fitted with all-wheel drive where Venue and Soul cannot, though HR-V is a fair bit pricier. Finally, the Subaru Crosstrek, in the same pricing universe as Venue and Soul. This offers up all-wheel drive and what I would tell you is superior ride quality on really rough, real-world roads. That's something I often find in Subaru models, though Venue rides relatively well for its price and Soul even better. Still, as crossovers priced from the low 20s go, I don't think you'll find a better ride on rougher roads than the Crosstrek. So let's finish with a few notable touches from each model. If you're a fan of simple and easy-to-use interiors, go with the Venue. Controls are fewer, they're more logically arranged, easier to find, more clearly labeled, and more logical in use at your fingertips. A 3-dial manual climate control system, straightforward steering wheel mounted controls, and an uncluttered look make it unlikely that you'll have any stress finding or working any of the Venue's features or functions in action. My tester's drive mode selector and heated steering wheel were nice bonuses at the price too. By comparison, the Soul's controls tend to look busier and may require a bit more driver bandwidth to locate and use. Soul's unique onboard touches may be a real draw for the tech-savvy gadget lovers among us, including yours truly. The Mazda-style head-up display, complete with a thin glass blade to capture the projection in front of the driver, is a delightful touch. Ditto the cabin mood lighting that can be programmed to strobe and illuminate the interior at night with the color scheme and light show settings of your choosing. It's always nice to have choices. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. My name is Justin Pritchard for Driving.ca. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you never miss a new upload. And until next time, take care and drive safe.